Good afternoon, students. Now, through this video, I am going to teach you the next chapter of economics, that is statistics for economics, that is meaning, scope, and importance of statistics. So, in this chapter, we are going to understand the meaning of statistics, its scope, and its importance. So before starting it, I will give the introduction of this chapter. Yes, the word statistics, it's derived from the Latin word status or the Italian word statista or German word static or the Greek word staticu, each of which mean a political state. The word statistics, it convey a different meaning for different people. Some people they are considering statistics as a data. Some they are considered as a fact, and some they are considered as a numerous, that is measurement. Clear? So I am going to explain that yes, the view are commonly held about statistics are numerous but mostly incomplete. For example, a cricket fan, for that person, statistics means the numerical information or that the data which is related to the scored, the runs which is scored by a cricketer. For environmentalist, how much quantity of pollution or harmful gas in the atmosphere. For weather department, it is considered as minimum and maximum temperature, timing of sunrise, sunset, and all. For share broker, he is considering the fluctuation in the price of securities over a period of time. If I am talking to some average person, they are considering statistics as a column of figure, graphical representation, various types of tables and charts. These are to be considered by some people. If I am talking in the initial stage, in the previous years, the scope of statistics is very limited, only for the collection of data. And also, it is to be collected for determining the economic and social condition of the people. As with the passage of time, the scope of statistics has become broad. For some time, it is to be considered as a branch of economics, but now it has considered a full-fledged independent subject. In present time, statistics is not only a science, but it also includes all type of quantitative analysis. So I am going to make you understand meaning of statistics. It is very difficult to define statistics in a well manner or a prescribed manner. Statistics has been defined differently by different writers from time to time. Its meaning, its scope, its limitation of are differently defined by different person, different writers. Some are defining statistics as a plural sense, and some are defining statistics as a singular sense. Statistics as plural and statistics as a singular sense. Clear? In plural sense, we can take means the data which is collected in numerical form, in numerical information, and singular sense, that is method of dealing with information. Method of dealing with information. Clear? So one by one I am going to make you understand when it is to statistics as considered as statistics considered as plural sense. As plural sense, as numerical set of data. So firstly I am going to define it, then I am going to explain one by one. Statistics as plural sense, it means, statistics mean, according to plural sense, it means aggregate of facts affected to market, affected to a market extent by multiplicity of causes numerically expressed to reasonable standard of accuracy collected in a systematic manner for predetermined purpose and place which is related to each other. In plural sense, statistics mean aggregates of fact which affected a market extent with a multiple causes which is numerically expressed or estimated according to reasonable standard of accuracy, which is collected in a systematic manner for predetermined purpose and place, are to be considered as statistics. For example, data related to aggregate percentage of 5 toppers of class 11th in a school, that is in plural sense. So I am going to make you understand this, the whole definition in a points. First, that is aggregate facts. Aggregate facts. In that, statistics are number of facts. Single and isolated figure are not statistics. Single facts are not considered as a isolated because it cannot be compared. A single age of one person is not a statistics, but series of group of age of group of person will be called as statistics. Clear? Next, that is affected by multiplicity of causes. Multiplicity of causes, it means numerical data are affected by variety of factor, means the data which are affected by variety of factor. So it is not easy job to study the effect of any one factor separately by ignoring other factor. For example, production of crop like rice, it is affected by rainfall, fertilizer, seeds, method of cultivation. So it's not possible to study separately with the with which factor effect it will affect the production of rice. Clear? Next, that is statistics are numerically expressed. Yes, if I'm talking about statistics, it always subject to numerical, means any fact to be called statistics when it must be numerically or quantitatively expressed. For example, A is taller than B will not be called as statistics. Suppose A's height is 150 centimeter and B's height is 120 centimeter, then it is to be considered as what? Statistics. So qualitative character like intelligence, beauty, honest cannot be included in statistics. Only quantitative can be considered. Next, that is statistics should be collected with reasonable standard of accuracy. It means statistic data is collected with some reasonable standard. High the degree of accuracy as observed in accountancy or mathematics is not insisted upon in statistics because mass of data is involved. As you know, the accuracy in accountancy mathematics is the degree of accuracy is too high as comparison to statistics, because in that the data which is collected that involve a mass of, means large number of population. So the process of generalization, it can be achieved with some reasonable standard accuracy only. Clear? Yes, it is to be collected for predetermined course of purpose. Predetermined purpose means the data which we are collecting that have some purpose, and the purpose should be decided in advance for what purpose we are collecting the data, so the data will not collect in unsystematic manner and without awareness. So the purpose will be made in advance so that it will not create any confusion in the mind of person, those who are collecting data. Clear? Next, that is it is to be collected in a systematic manner. Means the data statistics are collected in a systematic manner. It means for accuracy of data, the figures should be collected in a systematic way. If figures are collected in haphazard manner, the accuracy of data will not or will deteriorate the things. Clear? Next, that is it should be placed in relation to each other. Means whatever the data should be there, it should be related with some, means the data which is collected, the data is generally done with some motive to compare. Means if we are collecting a data for students of class 11th for comparing the height, it should be collecting for what? For comparing their height. Clear? So the purpose for comparison should also be decided in advance, and it is necessary that data must be homogeneous. Clear? Next, I am going to teach you that is statistics. Statistics as a singular sense. As a singular sense. In that it may be defined as the collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. Interpretation of numerical data. It means in singular sense, it may be defined as the collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data is to be considered as statistics. In that, first, collection of data. Firstly, the data is to be collected. In that, the main and first step, that is statistical inquiry. In that, the data is to be collected technically, which is depend upon some objective. Next, that is presentation. Sorry, organizing of data. Whatever the data we have collected, now it is to be organized in a proper form that involve editing and classification. Next, that is your organizing after presentation. After organizing a data and after classifying it, the data should be present in some suitable manner, like in the form of graph, in the form of table, columns, diagram, and all. After that, the data is analyzed. The analyze of data. After presentation, the data is analyzed with the help of some mathematical techniques like central tendency, mean, with the help of mean, median, mode, measure of dispersion, correlation, regression. Clear? Last, that is interpretation of data. In that, that is the last step. It include thinking, a statistical thinking, skill, and experiment to derive a meaning from the data which is to be analyzed. Clear? And this process provide a final and a conclusive data which will be helpful to represent it. Clear? Now I am going to make you understand functions of statistics. First, to simplify complex fact. With the help of statistics, as you know, it is very difficult for us individual to understand and conclude from huge numerical data. So with the help of statistical method, we are able to collect the data organized in a proper way and present it and analyze in a well manner, and that can be easier for us to understand it and to analyze it, to interpret it. Clear? Next, that is to present fact in definite form. With the help of quantitative fact, we can easily believed and trusted in comparison to qualitative fact. And statistics, it summarize the thing, generalize the fact, and present them in a definite form which is easier to understand. That is clear. Next, to make comparison of fact. To make comparison of fact. Yes, with the help of statistic comparison, that is a one main function of statistics, and with the absolute figure it convey a less concrete meaning. Means for comparison of data, various methods, statistical methods are there, like mean, median, average, rates, percentage, ratio, which are to be used for what? For comparing the facts. For example, per capita income of developing country, it may not be much use unless we know the per capita of developed country. Clear? The national income of the country, the economic condition can be more understandable when we are comparing with the other economic condition of country. Next, that is to help in forecasting. To help in forecasting. Yes, it's very, with the help of statistics, businessman, it is, as you know, business, it is full of risk and uncertainty. So it is very necessary to accurate forecasting to reduce this uncertainty of business. So with the help of a statistical tool like time set analysis, interpolation, it helped the businessman to making projection or making prediction for future. Clear? Yes. Now the next topic, that is importance of statistics. Statistics play a very important role in this modern time. It provide data, it collect information for government, for the public welfare. It collect the data information for economist, for businessman, and for making or analyzing the economy of the country. As the importance of economy in this modern time play in the major areas, that importance to government, importance to in economics, in economic planning also play a very important role in statistics, and in business also. So one by one I am going to make you understand the importance of statistics in the different areas. So first of all, I am going to make you understand the importance of statistics to government. Yes. If I am talking in the present situation, government collect the data or the large amount of statistics for various purpose. They collect the largest amount of statistics, the data for various purpose. It require the data to get to know about the poverty ratio, population of country, for the welfare of the public. So these are the things where statistics play a very important role. If I am talking about the role of government, it has increased, and the government require much information in the form of numerical figure for fulfilling the welfare objective, and also for efficient running of their administrative policy. Method like time series analysis, index number, forecasting, demand analysis, it used for the by the government for framing their economic policy. So these next that how it is to be benefit to in economics, importance of statistics in economics. If I am talking about, as you know, the statistics tool that is to be used for various economic problem. To understand a various economic problem, the economists are using statistics tools. Every branch of economics, they need a support to prove various economic theory in it. Some example I am giving. Suppose if the economy will get to know about the output of agriculture, volume of export, price of commodity, these problems can be collected, can be considered after analyzing the data, after collecting the data, analyze it, and we are able to get to know about the output of agriculture, primary sector, volume of export and all. So for that, how it is to be useful, not only for various economics problem, it is also essential for different things. First, that is formation of economics law, formation of economics laws. For example, law of demand. For law of demand, obviously we are collecting the data of individual person to get to know due to change in price how it will be affect their demand. Elasticity of demand, these have been developed by inducting method of generalization and which is based on statistic principle. Next, that is it help in understanding and solving economic problem. How it is helpful in understanding and solving economic problem? Obviously, the data which is statistical data and method of statistics play a very important role to understand some economic problem and also to solve that economic problem like poverty. Here we are collecting the data on the basis of incomes data. We are differentiate that who are below poverty, the unemployment ratio, disparity in the distribution of income, that we are get to know with the help of statistics. Next, that is studies of market structure. With the help of statistics, we are able to understand the different form of market that like perfect competition market, oligopoly, monopoly, and we are also comparing the price of different form of market, cost and profit that is to be earned by the individual firms. Next, that is it help in establishing mathematical relation. How it will be helped? Because the statistical method can also used for mathematical relation between various, for example, data on price by comparing its quantity demanded. The concept is elasticity of demand, estimating national income. So these mathematical tools are to be used for get the relation of two variable, that is demand and its price. Clear? Now I am going to tell you that is importance of statistics in economic planning. How it is to be beneficial in making economic planning. Economic planning, it is indispensable for achieving faster rate of growth. So at every stage of economic planning, there is a need of figure and statistical method. So by using statistical technique, it's possible to get to know that how much amount of resources are required or available in the economy. So with the help of this, we get to know available resources amount of available resources in the economy, that how much resources we are having for producing different goods and services, and according to that we are able to specify the rate of growth which is sustainable or not. With the help of statistical data, it may also, an economy may also reveal certain crucial situation like increasing rate of inflation. We will get to know increasing rate of inflation when the price is rising. So because of collecting data, we are able to get to know when the inflation rate is increasing and when it is decline, and then we are going to take some initiative, some action to control it. Clear? Next, that how it is to be important or beneficial in business activity. Statistics also play a very important role in business activity because of following reason. First, establishing business unit. In that, before starting a business, obviously it's very necessary that we have studied in business also to go through with the feasibility. A deep investigation should be required before starting any business. We should go through with the economical deep investigation. Is it the business is profitable or not? The resources are available over there or not? How much the size of output, inputs we are available or not, taxes, turnover, and statistics. It provide a guidelines to us to establishing a business unit. It helps us because in that we are collecting the data, analyzing it, and after that we are able to establish our business. Second, estimating the demand of product. Estimating the demand of product. In that, after establishing the business, obviously the next step is to get to know the present as well as the future demand regarding your product. So this statistics, it help out to prepare a trend lines that is make able to the manager to forecast the future, then in future it will be demanded or not. Next, that is for production planning. For production planning, obviously businessman, he has to plan what he is going to produce, means he has to plan its production. So he is able to fulfill or meet the demand of its product and also incur a minimum loss, and that planning should be based on the information which is collected through the help of what? Through the help of statistic method, statistical data. That is clear. Next, that is for making quality control also it will be help. How it is to be useful for quality control. Statistics techniques like preparation of control charts that can also be used for controlling the quality of the product, and always produced or manufactured the goods which are standard in quality. Clear? Which are good in quality. So these are the things that give the benefit, that get the benefit. These areas are getting benefit with the help of statistics. Obviously the coin have two faces. If its advantage is there, then disadvantage also. Then I am going to discuss the limitation of statistics. First, that is, statistics doesn't study qualitative concept. Means if I am talking about statistic, it can be applied only, and the study can be applied only when the problem which is expressed in numerical terms. If I am talking, it cannot, statistics will not helpful for study the qualitative features, qualitative characters like how much honesty in the person, poverty, welfare, beauty, health. That cannot be studied in statistics. Next, it doesn't deal with individuals. Yes. Statistics always deal with the aggregate of facts or a mass of facts. Statistics giving no importance, and it is not attached to the individual item. For example, mark of on one student in a class, it doesn't constitute in statistics, but marks of the average marks of class, that is statistical relevance. Clear? Next, that is it can be misused. Statistics can be misused. How it is to be misused? Because if it is to be used by the wrongly or ignorant person, then it can be, he cannot use in a well manner. Any person can misuse the statistics and draw any type of conclusion which he like. If he don't know regarding the or ignorant or he is wrongly motivated person, then he is not able to collect the data in a well manner. Clear? Next, that laws are statistical laws are not exact. Statistical laws are not exact. As statistical law, these are probabilistic in nature. Means it based inference based on them are only approximate. Means it's not an actual, it's a approx data, average data, not an exact, which is in the laws of maths and the laws of science that give the accurate or educate data, but it give the statistical always give the what? Approx data, not exact data. That's why it's become its limitation. Chapter finished.